Hey guys, it's AVALISA. I am here to bring you a wig review. I recently went to RPGSHOW and I found a unit that I really liked. I actually saw it on their Instagram and I saw it on Raven Elyse TV. I saw it on her channel, I saw it on her Instagram, and immediately fell in love with the blonde. So I'm just going to give you a quick review of what I think about the unit and how it's been for me. It's been about a week, but I do want to bring you the honest truth about my experience with RPGSHOW and this wig. Before I go into how the unit came and my experience with this unit, I want to first tell you what it was like buying the wig. I went to RPGSHOW's Instagram and I commented under the picture of the wig and I asked them some questions asking how it was going to come, if it was going to look like it did in Raven's video, if it comes exactly how it is in the pictures, because $500 is a lot of money to spend and I didn't just want to blow that on something that I had no idea what I was getting. I wish I would have, because what I was told I was going to get and what I actually got were two different things. They did respond to me when I commented on the picture and they sent me a direct message and answered some of my questions about the pre-plucking and the coloring and all of that other stuff. And so with full confidence, I went ahead and I purchased the wig. $500. They were having a $60 sale, but in total it was $500. It is a bit confusing when it comes to the shipping and the processing and how long exactly that takes. They do have a chart on their website and it does show how these things are affected by the unit that you get and the specifics that you want. And so I kind of had a vague idea of when I would get it, but they really didn't give, any actual date or any expected date. And so I did message them again through the direct message, which they did not respond to. It took me commenting on a picture again for them to respond to my comment and then get back into my DMs. Their customer service line is only open from I think 9 p.m. until 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And so it's kind of hard to get in touch with them. If you do call, you don't get your phone call picked up, you leave a message, you give them your name and your number, and then they respond to you, but it does take them a while to respond if they do respond. Because they were having a $60 off sale, I do understand that a lot of people were sending them orders. I do understand that they probably had a really high influx of orders, but I think one of the things that they should have done, one of the more responsible things to do would have been to give some type of disclaimer as soon as you bought the unit. When they saw that they were getting that many orders coming in, they should have said processing time will be pushed back because we do have a lot of orders coming in. But none of that did happen, and when I did inquire about it, nobody said anything about it. They did send me a picture of the unit, but that was after I inquired about what was going on, and they said, hey, it's almost finished. Here's a picture of your wig, but it was from the back, so it didn't show the hairline or anything like that. And this is a pre-plucked unit, so I just figured that they had more to do, but then it took another week for them to go from that stage to the next. There was, at one point in our emails back and forth, they did tell me that they were having some trouble with the color, and so if I was willing, they would push back my actual shipping date 15 days to try and get some type of new color and get the color right. And I really wasn't worried about that because I could just do it myself. When we were messaging back and forth on Instagram, they asked for my order number. I gave them my order number. They told me, hey, everything's almost finished. We just have to put it through some type of test, and after we do that test, then we will ship it off. And later that night, they messaged me again and they said, all right, your wig is done. It's coming to you. And it only took probably about 2 or 3 days before it was at my door. When I got the wig, I was very surprised by the way it looked. When you do get your unit, it comes in this beautiful, hard RPGSHOW box, which I do think is very, very beautiful. When you open it up, your wig, your unit, your Miss Thing comes in, what is that? Your hair comes in a garment bag for hair. It's real cute. And you also get a cute little tote from the back. It says RPGSHOW, has their logo. It also comes with elastic to snap onto the back of the wig to make it fit more securely, and it comes with 2 wig caps. It also comes with their RPGSHOW magazine, which shows a lot of the different units that they have. So when my wig comes in, it comes in and it's very coated. I'm not sure what it was coated in, but it was very nasty. I couldn't run my fingers through it. There was no way humanly possible that I would have been able to cut the lace, put that unit on my head and walk out, because I would have looked like I had something wrong with me. The color was this purple, peach, gray type color, and I can tell that they had some trouble in the toning phase of coloring the wig, and it just did not come out right, and the hair was just so coated and heavily matted. And I thought, you know what, I just need to wash it out, and everything will be good. I washed the unit, shampooed, conditioned the unit, and kind of towel dried it off, and I was like, all right, I understand that this hair is blonde, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and blow dry it. And as soon as I tried to put the brush through to run with the blow dryer, it immediately tangled to the point to where my 2 choices were to stop or rip the hair out. And I think this is due to the fact that they aggressively bleached this hair to get it to this color. So there is a lot of damage from the processing. And so I just let it air dry, went to try and straighten it. The straightener kept getting like caught up on whatever else was left in the wig, because I wasn't able to get whatever it was that they put in, I wasn't able to get it all out. And so I wore it for a few days, still trying to, you know, get the lane down correct, but I wore it for a few days. Whatever was in it was just so annoying that I took it off, washed it again. I didn't even condition it, because at this point I was like, whatever's in it, I just need to get that out, and I don't want to put anything else in it. I let it 100% air dry, didn't run my fingers through it, didn't do anything, and it did feel softer, and I was like, okay, maybe this is the trick right here. And I straightened it today, and looks good now. But that's because I'm barely moving. One of the things that you will notice is that there is a lot of breakage. There's a lot of stray hairs that are kind of everywhere, and that's not because they put those hairs in to make it look like it was thicker. These are hairs that have broken off because of the blonde, and it's throughout the entire wig, and you can see that it's broken off at the blonde area, at the lightest area. Shedding is minimal, but breakage is very, very high on this unit. I was also, you know, this is supposed to be a 200 density wig. For 200 density, I imagine that, you know, for some people this is dense, but for me this is a little denser than the average wig. And so I'm questioning what their wigs look like at 100% density. Another thing is the ends are so heavily damaged and broken off that the wig has trouble laying down flat. All of this volume is not volume. These are tangles. And keep in mind, I understand that hair does get tangled, but when you pay $500 for a wig, you expect high quality, and that is not what I got. As far as the construction, it's beautiful. As far as the packaging and the way it came, beautiful. But the fact that I can barely run my fingers through my wig is ridiculous. The fact that my ends look the way they do, the fact that that happens, that's ridiculous. After 2 washes, you shouldn't still have oil buildup or whatever it is. You shouldn't still have that built up in the wig. Now, these are things that happen normally. Let the wind blow. this doesn't lay back down flat. I expected to, you know, be able to flip it this way, and it just naturally lay itself back down, but it doesn't. I don't feel justified in spending $500 on this unit. Oh, we also give you a brush just to show you how damaged the hair is. This is a clean brush. I'm going to get it back to a place where it is manageable, a place where it looks good. This isn't shedding, this is breakage. And this is what I deal with on a regular basis with this unit. I feel as if I was deceived, one, by the website, and I have contacted them to tell them that I was going to make this review to try and give them the opportunity to do something about it so I wouldn't have to release this. And they still have yet to contact me back. I've called the customer service number, I have direct messaged them on Instagram, I have emailed them, and still nothing. I feel deceived by the company, for one, and two, I feel deceived by Raven Elyse, someone that I really look up to and really admire for all of the work that she's doing and all of the work that she has done. The fact that she has partnered with this company to make wigs is amazing. Watching that video, I thought that's what I was going to get. And this is not what that is. Yes, it's very beautiful and it's very nice from afar. But when you get close up on it for everyday wear, I would not suggest spending $500 on this wig. I honestly want to return the wig. I want to get my money back, but can't because nobody's getting back in contact with me. Customer service needs to improve. You need to be able to contact people. You need to be able to tell people things. And when people have questions, you need to be able to answer them, especially if these people are spending money with your company. On top of that, quality needs to improve. If you're going to lighten hair to this level, if you're going to work this hard to get a wig to be this color, you also need to work that hard to make the wig high quality. You need to go in and you need to seal the cuticle. You need to go in and you need to trim off the ends that have gotten to the point to where they are so dry that they stand on top of themselves. You need to be able to do these things in order not to make someone feel like they were gypped. I feel like I was gypped and I can't even get in contact with the company to get my money back or to at least have them fix the issue. At the end of the day, for a unit to be this expensive, I expect high quality, I expect good customer service. And I did not receive that with RPGSHOW. Unfortunately, this isn't the glowing review that I wanted to give. And I hope that I am able to fix this because I do like the construction and I like the packaging. Like, this wig is constructed wonderfully, wonderfully. It's just the quality of the hair. And maybe if I try again with something that's not this blonde, I'll have a different experience. But as of right now, more than anything, I want my money back. So hopefully some things can be worked out. And I guess I'll be seeing you when I get a new wig. This is gonna be a new thing. I really like this. All right,